right, can you hear me?
Yes.
Very good. Thank you everybody for coming to San Diego Casto Chapter 3 Rodeo. It is going to be fun. It's something different for those of you that have never done this before, but it is fun. And your very first event is going to be the left turn.
Got it.
Follow the cones on the left side, and then of course they're going to guide you over to set yourself up for the left turn. If you need to back up, that's fine. Just go ahead and let the judges know that you want to back up so that you can align yourself properly. You have the score pad here on the left side. So there are two score pads. I don't know if you've seen them. The people that have never done the left turn before, there are two score pads. One is right here, parallel to the rope on the left side. That scoring pad is 3 feet away from that rope. It has red, black, and yellow. Your goal is to drive your left rear tires through the yellow. Time will begin when the left rear tire touches that score pad. You have 15 seconds to complete this event. So this is the first scoring pad on our left side, and then there's a recovery pad on the front left corner over there. The goal is to drive the left rear tires through the yellow there as well. Once you exit that scoring pad, that's when time will stop. Unfortunately, if you miss the score pad, we will still start the time, we will still finish the time, but you will lose all your points most likely because you didn't touch the score pad. If you go through the red, that's fine. You only lose 10 points. If you go through the black, you lose 10 points. If you go through the red, you lose 20 points. This score pad is worth 25 points. The second one is worth 25 points as well. So we kind of want you to pretend that there's a student on the bus and that you are driving on the city streets. So when you're ready to begin and when we wave you, we're going to say, okay, go ahead and come on in. Make sure that you turn on your left turn signal. And make sure that you do a 5-count mirror check too. Check your mirrors, left side, inside, front, right side, left side, and then start moving. At the start, someone's going to come to your bus and they're going to grab your packet. Once you finish, stop, set the parking brake, sound the horn. Someone's going to come up to your bus. Don't open the door until they knock on your door. And then that's when you open it, and then they're going to put the scoring packet back inside your envelope. Alright, parallel parking, this one is a timed event as well. I believe you get 3 minutes to do this. Time will begin once the front bumper passes the front barrier. You've got to use your right turn signal, do your 5-count mirror check also before you go in. You're going to align the bus parallel with the outside edges of the barriers. I try to be somewhere between 3 to 6 inches away. And then I'm going to stop when my right rear tire is next to the front barrier. So the middle of the tire is right there at the front barrier. That's how I would do it. Of course, the goal is to be within 3 inches, all right? But if you're 6 inches, 9 inches, 12 inches, that's fine too. 15 inches, that's fine. You get 2 free backups. So you can back up twice for free and not lose any points. But if you take more than 2, then that's when you start losing points. So your tires cannot touch the rope. Your bus cannot touch the barriers. If they do, you lose all your points. next one is going to be student loading. We're going to pretend this is a bus stop in the morning, and you're going to be picking up some kids that are on the opposite side of the street, so you have to do a red light escort. Just like the first 3 maneuvers, you have to use your turn signal, you have to do a 5-count mirror check. Now that you're going to be doing student loading, you have to use your amber warning lights. So he's going to turn on his amber warning lights. We're going to pretend that they are on at least 200 feet away. They're going to wave you to go in. You have 100 feet of space. The bus is 40 feet long, you have 100 feet of space. This is not a timed event. The goal is to park the bus within 12 inches of the rope, of the curb, as well as to also leave yourself enough space to get out without having to back up. The right front tire or the right rear tire should not touch the rope at all. It's okay if the front of the bus swings over or the back of the bus swings over on the way out. But you always want to make sure that you try to get as close as you can to the rope and leave yourself enough space to pull out without having to back up. Make sure that you tell a student to come inside the bus, put on their seat belts. You would also come inside, put your sign away, shut the door, take a seat, get the bus ready to move, go through all of that stuff to get the bus ready to move, and then go through the process of deactivating your red crossover lights too. And now you're going to be doing the right turn. This is a stop right turn. So pretend there's a stop sign or a traffic light. Stop before the limit line. The goal is to drive the right rear tire through the yellow score pad on the right side. Time will begin when the tire goes through the yellow score pad. You have 20 seconds on this one here. Coming up, there's 3 sets of barriers. The flag tips are 10 feet apart. So you're going to start on the right side, and then you're going to go to the left, and then of course you're going to go to the right. So this one is also timed. I can't remember if it's 3 minutes or 2 minutes. You lose points for stopping. Because if you hit a flag tip, you hit 1, you lose 7 points. You hit 2, you lose 21 points. You hit 3, you lose 42 points already. So you don't want to hit flag tips. Without stopping, preferably. But if you do stop, I believe you lose 8 points for each stop. The next one is called the double backing crossover. The goal to start off is to stop the bus up at the front, because there's like a little T rope there. Stop the right side within 3 inches and the front bumper within 2 inches of the rope on the front. And they're going to measure on the right side and they're going to measure the front. Okay. Once they take all the measurements, then they're going to say, okay, you may begin. The goal is to put your right side tire, or both tires, rear tires, from this left side to the right side and then back over to the left side. So your goal is to make sure that the left rear tires, or the rear tires, make it over. This bus is 40 feet long. We give you 120 feet of space. And the very last event is the backup stall. That's the stall that you're going to have to back into. And that stall is 10 feet wide. We're not going to move them. Your goal is to stop somewhere between 4 and 5 feet from those flag tips. If you stop within 4 to 5 feet away from those flag tips, you'll be in what is called the free zone, which means you don't lose any points if you stop your rear bumper in the free zone. But if you stop forward of it, then you lose 5 points for every 6 inches, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. If you stop past it, behind it, like you went too far, every 6 inches is 10 points off, 10 demerits. This space is only 10 feet wide. Your bus is 8 feet wide, so try to be 1 foot away from the left, 1 foot away from the right, which would mean that you would be kind of centered. When you stop, set the parking brake, shift to neutral, sound the horn. We will measure to see if you're centered, and to see where's the rear bumper.